Good afternoon. We are July the 5th at 4 o'clock in the afternoon at 94 degrees outside. It's not too bad though. I don't mind the heat. The hotter weather don't bother me. I always said that one of the worst inventions was Freon, because back in the day there was no AC. People just had to tolerate the weather. It's just how it was. And then they came out with the AC unit and it made people soft. I don't mean that in a negative sense, but people have gotten so used to the AC and the cooler air, they wouldn't know what to do. Sorry, excuse me. So the heat don't bother me. I've been in and out of outside working, most of my life outside. So in the worst conditions, the coldest conditions you can imagine, and in the hottest temperatures you can imagine, I've been out in it all day. So I'm pretty tolerable when it comes to the weather. I can tolerate 100 degrees, I can tolerate 0 degrees, it don't matter. But it's like I said, it's been a while since I made a video, and I was watching some of my older vehicle videos, and it just how I started out with the gifts that I have, and the way I present myself, maybe, or the way I speak. And I haven't been on this journey very long. I've mentioned this before in my other videos. I haven't been on this journey very long, and I've been evolving rather quickly, considering the time that I've been on this journey. I think maybe 3 years, maybe not quite 3 years. That's not really that long. I've heard people been in the spiritual world, I guess, the gifted world, a long time. And I'm sure still not seeing the bottom of the rabbit hole. But I've seen some pretty incredible things. I've experienced some pretty incredible things. Things that I don't know how things are possible, how those things even happen. To me, it's pretty incredible. And it's something that you watch on a TV show or a movie or something like that. The things that I've experienced, I'm literally seeing things that are invisible to the normal person. Like, I see these things, and I've got like people that are involved, and they see it as well, and never even imagining that this stuff was real. It's crazy to me. So for what I'm experiencing now for the short period of time, I know I keep saying things, and I still gather information every day. A lot of my videos that I posted may not be giving the whole story. I'm saying I was still kind of immature, still was not quite awakened, but I just and it's getting more like frequent. It's just crazy. So I'd made some videos about a twin flame. I don't know if anybody ever watched my older videos, but I made some videos about twin flames, and I hear a lot of people talking about twin flames and what they feel a twin flame is. People ask sometimes, how do you know that you've met a twin flame? And there's always that, I'm saying, you'll never have to ask if you've met a twin flame or you've met your twin flame. But the one thing is there are false twin flames that will show up as well, and you'll have somebody that you think is a twin flame. You may feel a strong connection, but something might still be a little off. Something might not be right. The connection is not as strong, or you're getting a lot of pain and sorrow. Twin flames are nothing but love and peace, the ultimate love and peace. And the runner chaser thing. It could mean so many different types of things. It doesn't necessarily have to mean somebody runs away from the relationship, and it doesn't mean that they are chasing it. And maybe they are in a sense, but not in the physical sense. We always think with our fleshly minds when it comes to these things, but this is different from the flesh. This is completely different. This is a spiritual world where times is different, where what I'm saying, it's supernatural. And we're trying to think more with with our minds and our flesh. So there could be a lot of things that are at play when it comes to twin flames, and each person's journey could be completely different than the other person's. But typically there's no pain involved. There's no it's perfect. It feels right. And I believe that false twins, and there could be multiple false twins, and they're there to show you what you need to heal and to mirror your emotions and correct those. Each time it comes up, correct that. That's just you healing. It's you starting to be spiritually awakened. And if you can get rid of that, those things, every time they present itself to you, it's like you'll run away from that relationship. And each time you just go further and further away until you just completely just heal, or you'll just go back to the way you were. Some people may not even get it and may just continue to not heal, and they will meet somebody else. I'm sorry if I'm rambling. My memory is getting very bad, very terrible, and I get off subject very quickly, and I have a really hard time finding my way back sometimes. But you know what I'm saying, you'll run from it, go back, and you'll see something else and you'll go back. It could be the same thing. So eventually you just run completely away from it. So you go through your awakening and you heal from that misery that's been in your head, or those emotions in your heart, or whatever there is, whatever negatives are weighing you down, to clear that up, to get rid of it. And once you do that, and I know there's a dark night of the moon, dark night of the soul, I apologize. I get that there is that there, and you work your way through that. But with the one that I was speaking on with me personally, it just wasn't right. It something just was off, but it had a lot of similarities to twin flames. So I went through this healing process. I was good to go. I was in a good spot by myself. I was in love with my loneliness. I was happy. I was content. I wasn't looking for anybody. And I had met someone else. And when I met this person, they were not in a good spot. Mentally, let's say, spiritually maybe. Didn't have a lot of people in her corner as far as supporting her in her spiritual walk and her trying to be more spiritual. And she had a lot of things she was dealing with, and I stepped into the picture somehow or another, through social media. And I know I hear a lot of people say you meet somebody online, but the world has grown up so much since then. I get it. I was one of those type people that would say, wow, you met somebody, but it was like that about 20 years ago. The way that they've expanded Facebook and Instagram, and where they got pictures, you get to know somebody, you talk to somebody all the time, and you can gather a relationship with this person. And there was a close bond between this person and I. And we got to talking, and I kind of helped her along her way, let's say, with some spiritual things or some mental things, trying to help clear up some things. And when this happens, when you start to clear up things, it lightens up your soul, your energy increases. The more weight you get rid of, the more negativity, the more sensitive you become to energy. Your soul opens up more, your aura opens, your light shines brighter. This is what happens when you get rid of misery. So you're walking around with a sad look on your face because you're sad, and somebody just tells you the best news that you ever experienced, and you turn that around and you smile. It's like it completely changes you. So I'm sorry, I just completely lost my train of thought. So met this lady, and once she started opening up her soul and her light became brighter, something was very familiar. Something was really like, it was different. It was different from the other time. And we got to talking, and we exchanged numbers, and we started to speak, and it was like really strange. We got to know each other, and we got to meet, and we started hanging out. And the first connection was crazy, like we've known each other forever. Like we have, you know, I was away for a while and I came back, and it was just like we never left. It was just like where we left off. But that's not the case here. But it was like that. Like it just so comfortable, and we had a really good connection. And once this connection happened, some things started to happen. Like now, once that connection, things started happening. What's like an energetic type field, or a connection, like a magnetic connection, like us two were together, and things started happening. Reading thoughts, I guess. So you have, it's literally like twin flames are like real twins. With her and I were feeling each other's, we're reading each other's thoughts. Like this is legit. This is not like, this is legit, reading each other's thoughts, feeling each other. We could feel each other from miles away. We could be talking to each other on the phone, and I'll start to feel her. I could feel her touch if she's moving a certain way miles away. Like if she bumps her leg, I feel this. I could feel like I'm being touched all over my body. It's the craziest thing. I have this vibration all over my body when we're talking, when we're connecting. Very strong, intense. Nothing of this world whatsoever. It's like the most incrediblest thing, like actual biological twins, which we are not, but it's like biological twins. It's the same, except in a more spiritual sense, because we're obviously not twins, but what we're doing is very familiar to twins. And we did our thing, and you know, she went her way, and we're a couple now. There's just some things that are in the way, and this is another thing. Since we've connected, our lives have turned around. It's like that's one of the signs, is your life will be turned upside down. And this is literally sorry. I'm a very emotional person. Once I get to talking about something that I'm dedicated to, and I put a lot into it, it means a lot. It's very emotional for me because it's so incredible. But it literally turns the world upside down, and when that's what's happened, like things that are happening so quickly that you would never, it's not normal in a normal relationship. Nothing about her and I is completely normal at all. It's just really weird. Things you just don't think that's real. Like I have this special gift where I see colors, auras. And she wasn't like that. She didn't see colors. And then we connected. And when we separated, she started to see colors. She was seeing colors as well. And it faded out. Then we met again, and we joined together again, and she left. She started seeing colors again. Same colors I'm seeing. This is incredible. This is otherworldly. This is not of this world. What we're experiencing is not of this world. The connection is so strong, so powerful, and it's so noticeable, and things are just unexplainable. That's all I can say. It's unexplainable. And the lady that I was speaking on in my older videos was not, in fact, my twin flame, but my false twin flame. She set me up for my awakening, just like I am setting up Shari for a spiritual awakening. It's like my energy has triggered that. She's already been through her dark night and her troubles, and now the healing process is starting to begin, and I'm there for her. I'm there to love her and comfort her and to help guide her and be nothing but the most fairy tale relationship you can ever imagine, because that's the way it is. This is the way it is. It's incredible. This is something that you read about in a book or watching a movie. It's incredible. And it's real. That's what I keep telling her. This is real. This is real. This is incredible. But it's so real. We're experiencing it. And I wish so many other people could experience it, because I have no doubts in my mind after what I'm experiencing. I have no doubts in my mind that there is a God and that God exists, because what I'm experiencing is not of this world whatsoever. Nothing about it is of this world. And if it's not of this world, then it's got to be something else. This is even more than just energy exchanging. This goes much, much deeper than just exchanging my energy to another person, and vice versa. That's rare in itself. But to see what we're seeing and experiencing what we're experiencing, that's on a spiritual level. That's on a soul level. And that's incredible. So each day it gets more incredible than the next. And could literally talk for hours. We talked for probably 10 hours yesterday. And never got done. Like, we could have talked more. It takes an awful lot to blow me away or blow my mind, but this has completely blown my mind. Wow. I'm in awe of it. It's just, it's incredible. So each day is better than the next. We could talk for hours. And I've never felt a love like this in my life. I hope that you can experience what I'm experiencing, and you can find that true love. And it's rare. You very rarely do you see it anymore. You never see people being affectionate in public these days. Nobody's ever holding hands or hugging or kissing. It's very rare to see it. But when you see it, you see it. It's very noticeable. That's what we need in this world more now than ever, is love. And I just felt like I got touched on my hand. That's crazy. So, I don't know. We need to put out more of the love energy than the hate energy, but there's so much hate energy out there, and it's weighing this world down. That heavy energy, that heavy negative energy is slowing the earth down, and people don't realize it, but they're destroying their home. Because the earth can only take so much negative energy before it completely stops. And when it stops, that's when all chaos is going to break. Because everything is made up of energy, everything. The earth rotates, the moon puts out electricity, it puts out energy, and the sun, all that stuff. Every human being on the planet puts off an energy and a frequency, everybody. And the more hate and the more negativity that you put out, the heavier the world gets. People don't understand that. They don't get it. We need to love more. It's so easy to hate these days. They make it so easy to hate, and it's so sad. If you don't get anything from this video, if you think it's just complete nonsense, and that's fine. If you don't get anything from this video, but get love. Put love in your heart. Don't look negative at somebody or bad towards somebody. Be loving to somebody. Look at the good side in somebody instead of the bad side. If we're looking for the negative, we'll find it. If we're looking for the positive, we'll find that as well. Just love more. I love you guys. Hope you liked the video. Godspeed.